What we do here is go back.
You know, it's funny how you can point out how many YouTubers out there, I'll just say around 2014, when YouTube changed its algorithm. The one that essentially ruined animation channels to become Let's Play channels to sustain themselves. Take Neebs Gaming for example. They used to do funny animated videos of their web series, Mob Squad, Duralis and Associates, and probably their most well-known series,
However,
because of the algorithm changing, they made their gaming channel, Neebs Gaming, as a way to get a reliable source of income as they go into production to work on their own anime projects. So on June 6, 2014, the Neebs Gaming channel was born. What I thought was supposed to be taken as a joke from Season 4, Episode 5, with the title of the Battlefield 4 show on Neebs Gaming being called Conquesting Kittens.
Why are there kittens involved?
Because it's the internet.
Yeah.
They did have another channel, it being their studio name, hank&jed, where they had their original uploads before they made the change over to the Machinima channel. Wonder how they're doing right now. Regardless, hank&jed was essentially a precursor to Neebs Gaming, as they had some of their Battlefield 3 videos called Battle Loggers, to which they uploaded to Machinima's sub-channel, Machinima Respawn. The crew essentially wanted to start over to not confuse their fan base, to let hank&jed be there for their animation projects or trailers. However, as time goes on, I start to notice a slow change of their content, with Let's Plays having more narratives around the time when they were slowly becoming an Ark Survival channel. In 2016, their content was more diverse, but they did this odd thing of them putting Battlefield Friends in the title of the video, even though the vid had nothing to do with the show. They probably did this as a way to tease their next season.
Probably not.
At the time, this was the only BS clickbait that they would ever do just to promote their own show in the YouTube search results in a reasonable manner. But it was very upsetting when they ultimately stopped caring about Battlefield. Now don't get me wrong, the Neebs Gaming crew were already faking their Conquesting Kittens and their Call of Duty Ghost videos, but at least it was good content. Feels like a drastic day and night difference with how they roleplay in their videos now to how it was back then. I say there are a few good videos that they've uploaded now and then, but recently I've grown tired of their stale content, and I feel like talking about these issues, or at least addressing them, will bring some awareness within the community of how I believe the channel has overall declined in quality. But before I go over everything, I want to bring up a point that made me want to make this video to begin with, and that's how I think the Neebs Gaming community considers criticism as bad as hate speech. Not everyone is immune to criticism whatsoever, so why would their community react this way? I'm talking about this post that I made on the Neebs Gaming subreddit on how I felt towards the channel at the time. Although I'm glad that some of my statements were addressed by the comments, I noticed that I couldn't even reply or create any more posts. Really, Neebs Gaming? You don't want me or anybody to talk freely on how we feel about your channel? The subject matter wasn't even offensive, nor was it breaking any terms of service. I've had it up to here with everything involving your channel. So here are my reasons why I think Neebs Gaming currently sucks.
Pants face!
Obviously, this video will be subjective, therefore I'm going to give you my opinion in earnest and straight up, but if you don't agree with it, then tell me why in the comments. Or if you have other issues, then also tell me why. Unlike Neebs Gaming, I won't be preventing you from giving me some criticisms of your own. For those that think I don't like a lot of their videos, then you're wrong! As I'll briefly mention the videos/series that I do like. Battlefield 4 Fun, Minecraft New Neepsylvania, Top 20 Battlefield Plays of the Month, Fallout 4 Playthrough, Subnautica, Life Advice, Old Commenting on Comments, RAF, Battlefield Death Quiz, Star Trek Bridge Crew VR, The Forest, and that's it. I don't really want to go over why I like each series in particular, and I can't really name any more videos that I believe are actually good, with the exception of a few miscellaneous vids, but you guys should still check out those vids if you haven't already.
Kikuraki!
I'm sorry to the fans of Neebs Gaming, but I really don't like Ark Survival all that much. Alright, before you all go crazy, just hear me out. Other than the game looking absolute hot garbage when they were still developing the game, and they were asking the players to pay money for DLC for something that's still in early access. It's an interesting game, but not my cup of tea that I want to sink thousands of hours into. But I will still pick up the game if you want easy achievements though. With that being said, I don't know how Neebs Gaming has turned into an Ark Survival channel. I understand that you want to promote as much as possible if it's the videos that bring in the most views, but with completely toppling the Battlefield franchise aesthetic and even their avatars. I gave their series a chance and fell off the first 2 videos. At least I was fair with it.
Sparkle_Woodmoon!
Around the time of God of War 4, the Neebs Gaming crew thought it was a good idea to play through that game as well as Spider-Man on PS4. At first, they were doing good, but because they believed that they didn't do so well in viewership at the end of Spider-Man, they considered it to be a lost cause. Well, maybe they actually tile their videos better than an 8-year-old Fortnite YouTuber can easily do. Like seriously, who tiles these videos? Don't do it, this gets crazy. Burp Serpent, the taste of a seagull. Besides their commentary during these vids, it gets boring at times with Simon or whoever else they can pull in like Neebs or Thick that could also care less about the game and would rather play Ark Survival instead.
Couldn't. Huh? You couldn't care less. Could doesn't make sense. If you could care less, it means you still care to some degree. You're trying to establish that you don't care at all.
That's right, I doesn't care. And I doesn't care about how good you thinks I am with words either. In fact, I could really care less.
Milk knife!
For those who don't know, commenting on comments were videos that the Neebs Gaming crew read some cherry-picked comments from past videos and went over them. At first, Simon was the one who picked out some comments and it eventually encouraged the other guys to skim and read out their own comments as well. It felt nice they were able to gain a massive fan base and could somewhat interact with them, besides reading Twitch chat.
However, let's go.
Commenting on comments has been pushed aside since it's in their podcast, Neebs Cast, and it feels more like an afterthought at this point. The Neebs Talk and Life Advice videos are what you expect. Priceless advice about informing their fans through their own experiences and what they wish that they were taught sooner rather than later. These vids have more of an impact on me, and I feel like that they could have kept going since they have more things to talk about, like PC 101 or eating healthier. Or, you know, just drop those videos altogether. Probably one of my favorite videos on their channel, and they don't upload them anymore with a lack of any explanation or reasoning.
Shark!
On another note, it feels like that they are asking too much money out of their fans for nothing. Yes, much like Angry Joe, who is asking so much money out of his fans and are getting nothing in return, Neebs Gaming is essentially doing the same thing, when we the fans should be getting more animated content, because that was the whole point of making the gaming channel to begin with. YouTube join membership, Patreon, Twitch ads, Twitch support, merchandise, sponsorships. Like, I know that they have families and all, but what are the fans getting in return? So what's the point of them accumulating all this income? For what? To produce more of the same videos when it's supposed to pay off the animation vids? What the hell are we getting in return? Extra podcasts from the ones that they already make, meaning fans are getting ripped off. Granted, it's only $1, but that's per month. $10 for monthly behind the scenes content. So videos that fans can re-upload because this should be free content because Neebs Gaming just makes the same content over and over again. $25 for a quarterly live Q&A session through Discord so people can ask questions that you sometimes respond to during Twitch live streams, which, okay, makes sense that you are asking fans $25 for something that other YouTubers already have in Ask Me Anything on Reddit for free. $100 for credits at the end of the video. Well, other than adding a producer credit to your portfolio, just remember that you want to attach your name to something that's as minute as a YouTube video on a gaming channel. Maybe if it's a producer's credit for a movie or a short film, then it would be justified. $500 for an executive producer credit at the beginning of a video. So what's the difference between the other two, other than you guys being as greedy as EA? For $1,000, you get everything above, as well as a unique signed poster, a one-on-one live chat with the team, and in their own words, whatever is in Simon's pockets at the time.
Bada bing! I'll shuffle these boys real good. Bet you never seen moves like that.
For $5,000, if you're still here, they'll make one video playing the game of your choice, as long as it's something that won't get the channel shut down. They will also make a custom song just for you, and to top it all off, Appstro says he'll draw a picture of whatever you want. I feel like I heard better rewards from iDubbbz's Indiegogo excrement vids. With the exception of the Discord benefits, there should be better rewards instead. For all the money that they're asking for with these tiers, it feels more like an investment than anything else, which really doesn't motivate anyone to waste their money.
Sorry, Yugi. I like you a lot, but I'm afraid I just like money more.
Pants face.
Every video of theirs is always fake AF, which is why the playthroughs were somewhat tolerable. At least with those vids, the crew weren't taking themselves too seriously, because after all, it's just a video game. And right now, it feels like there's no change of variety in terms of their content. I could have sworn I heard them jokingly ending one of their ARC series. Boy, I wish that was true, as if one ARC series was more than enough. Some of you might be wondering why I'm not including Subnautica, because it's technically a survival game, and you might be right.
But not really.
What makes Subnautica different amongst their other vids is that the game actually has some modicum of a solid story narrative. Same thing goes for The Forest, whereas ARC and 7 Days to Die have none. The crew might spice things up with a random game or two, but not enough to satisfy their hardcore survival audience. You know what? Essentially, if it wasn't for their series, I probably wouldn't be interested in the game to begin with, as I would have forgotten the game franchise until my cousin had Battlefield 4 on Xbox One. Which then around the time is what got me back to keep playing the game for years. But as of now, I'm going to end this bit to quote one of their crew members. Battlefield doesn't do well on our channel. Not anymore. Take 44. Well, maybe it would if you promote as much as you do for your survival game videos. But I digress. If you can't focus on the video games, what about your animated series? Where's Battlefield Friends?
God, shut up, Derek. Don't you got any other friends to play Battlefield? Huh? Don't you have any Battlefield friends? Where's all your Battlefield friends at, huh? I want some Battlefield friends too. Where's all your fucking Battlefield friends at? Sorry, Eric, I got a little carried away.
As of the time of this video being made, they got a new profile pic, which is essentially another way to disassociate themselves with Battlefield Friends as much as possible, since they'll never bring that show back because they are all afraid of a company, Machinima, that no longer exists. Can't wait for the opening to be changed to literally any survival game. I understand that the last Battlefield game sucks so much that they couldn't be bothered with it. It just makes you wonder as to why they don't just keep making the show since fans have already re-uploaded and archived it. Maybe if they gave their fans an update of the matter would be much appreciated. I wanted one when I was talking about how I felt about the channel on Reddit, and they can't even handle the idea of their fans questioning / challenging their channel that nobody can comment on the thread anymore because it was subjective. Sorry if I keep bouncing around, but if they didn't like Battlefield 5 that much, then why couldn't they announce that they weren't going to make any more Battlefield content instead of keeping their fanbase in the dark about it? Which makes sense because Battlefield Vagina was a complete disaster. But with the company being gone, it makes you wonder why can't they just make more episodes or re-upload the old ones. And with Battlefield 2042 around the corner, if they proceed to keep the show going, then I'll gladly retract my statement in an update video or something. I probably should have said this before. I don't really hate the Neebs gaming crew, just their current content. In response to my Angry Joe vid, some people were taking it the wrong way, assuming that I personally hated Angry Joe, when I just didn't like his ongoing videos because I believed his channel was going in the wrong direction. Much like Neebs gaming. But much like my Angry Joe vid, I think things can always get better, and that I hope the Neebs gaming crew and the fans don't take things personally.
Segways are weird.
I can't wait for Battlefield 2042 to come out, so that way I get to hear the iconic screams of
Where's the explosion?